there's a clip I want to play from a 2018 shareholder meeting with our friends. I wish they were my friends. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Very, very wealthy old men. And it's talking about cryptocurrency, and I'll tell you why I played it afterwards. But let's get your take on this clip from the 2018 shareholder meeting.
There's nothing being produced in the way of value from the asset. That you also have the problem that it draws in a lot of charlatans and that sort of thing who are trying to create various sorts of exchanges or whatever it may be. It's something where people who are of less than stellar character see an opportunity to clip people who are trying to get rich because their neighbor's getting rich buying this stuff that neither one of them understands. It will come to a bad ending. Charlie?
Well, I like cryptocurrencies a lot less than you do. And so, to me, it's just dementia. And I think the people who are professional traders that go into trading cryptocurrencies, it's just disgusting. It's like somebody else is trading turds and you decide I can't be left out.
Gosh,
George,
I love this so much.
I feel like you would fit in well on that stage, talking about your disdain for
yes,
crypto.
and I've always thought I was an old soul, and I'm like, these are the guys I want to hang out with.
These are my people.
Warren and Charlie need a podcast. Okay, so let me recap in case you didn't hear what they said. Warren Buffett said cryptocurrency draws in a lot of charlatans who are trying to create various sorts of exchanges, whatever it may be. It's something where people who are of less than stellar character see an opportunity to clip people who are trying to get rich because their neighbor's getting rich, buying the stuff that neither one of them understands. It will come to a bad ending. His friend Charlie, vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren's investment firm holding company, said, crypto is like somebody else trading turds and you decide I can't be left out. And that is the definition of FOMO and what this kind of get-rich-quick crypto greed culture has turned into. And there's a reason I played this clip from 4 years ago. Who knew it was foreshadowing, Christina? Because the news came out this week that one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, FTX, just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and the collapse is being compared to Enron and Bernie Madoff, and it is a wild, wild story. So the company's founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, faces allegations that he secretly transferred $10 billion from FTX to Alameda Research, which is his hedge fund that also filed for bankruptcy. And he's facing a criminal probe in the Bahamas for this. Ooh. And it's not going to end well. And he went from a $16 billion net worth to a $0 net worth because of this collapse. And all of the users that have accounts may never see the money again.
Oh.
Their accounts went down to zero, and now they're going, what happened here? And a lot of people have compared this to Lehman. I would compare it to Enron, one said. And this is crazy, just a crazy story. And it really goes back to what those old guys were talking about, which are some of the wealthiest, smartest guys in the financial world, which is that there's so much fraud and delusion in the cryptocurrency world. And it's a sad thing to see.
I think so many people just want it to work because they want that get-rich-quick feeling. They want to have success instantly. It's been interesting talking to people who, are obsessed with crypto. Being somebody in the money space, it's like, I want to tell me more. I want to understand why you're so passionate about this.
You're so much nicer than I am, Christina.
Well, it's hard because a lot of them don't have answers for how it works. It's like, wait, how's your money safe?
Well, you don't understand the blockchain, Christina.
Right.
It's like, this is the future, man.
You're so out of touch.
Oh my gosh, and here we are. At its peak, it was the third largest crypto exchange, and it's just gone kaput, and millions of dollars worth of assets just unaccounted for.
Yo, that's scary.
Very scary. And so I'm a big fan of Warren Buffett. So much wisdom. One of the wealthiest people on planet Earth, $97 billion net worth.
Whew.
And I just wanted to share some of the ways that he lives that I think we can all take away and live a little bit smarter, a little less frivolous, if you will. So here's an article that covers some of that. One, buy a modest home, he says. He still lives in the same home in Omaha, Nebraska that he had since the 50s.
That's
the
amazing.
dude has as much, he could buy islands for days.
Right. I love this one that says, don't be afraid to use coupons in front of friends.
My man.
And he talks about, or I guess Bill Gates talks about a story where they were at a McDonald's in Hong Kong and Buffett offered to pay and he dug into his pocket and pulled out coupons to pay for Bill Gates' meal.
I love that so much.
That's a mental
Another
image.
one, look for sales and deals. This one I'm personally passionate about. I call myself bougie frugal.
Ooh.
I like the finer things in life, but I'm still going to get a deal on it, and I'm going to be very intentional. And this is something that he's very passionate about, is doing the research. Can I get a better deal on this? Negotiate, all of that stuff.
That's good. I like that he also says don't gamble, that gambling is a tax on ignorance. I think that's really important, especially now with all the online gambling. And it's like gambling is getting so mainstream. It's you watch a football game and there's all these different commercials encouraging you to gamble.
Well, and you can do sports betting, and you can bet on the tiniest little pieces of the game.
Yeah.
And you think, well, I'm just having some fun, and all of a sudden you're like, I just blew $500 this month.
Yeah, or I'm hooked on it, and I feel like I can't stop. I mean, it's becoming an addiction, an actual legitimate addiction. So.
Or you think I'm going to be the next Powerball winner and win $2 billion. There's a much higher chance you get struck by lightning 1,000 times in the same spot than winning that Powerball. And we've called the lottery a tax on the poor, and very similar to what Buffett says here.
Yeah, and then he also says forget fancy food, which I feel like we can all get on board with that. He said he literally could afford lobster, for every single meal, but he's really cautious with what he eats and is mindful of that. So, I mean, for all y'all on beans and rice, maybe you stick with that a little.
You're just
while
living
longer.
like
You're
Warren
just...
Buffett. That's all.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, Dave's always said, you eat enough lobster, it tastes like soap eventually. And so even the finer things in life, at some point, it loses its specialness, if you will. Another one, don't upgrade possessions unless you have to. Buffett famously used a Nokia flip phone for years, although he's moved on to an iPhone. My man. He has standards, Christina. He's like, I'm not getting an Android. All right? I still want to enjoy life. Oh, that's a good one.
That's awesome. I like that he also said pick inexpensive hobbies. His favorite hobby is playing bridge, and that if he ever went to jail, he would hope that his friends in jail would play bridge with him.
Wow. Please don't go to jail, Warren. We need you. You're a voice of truth in a world gone mad. The last one here that I think is fun is forget fancy clothing.
Yes.
Just go the Steve Jobs route. Just wear a turtleneck every day. You think I should do that, Christina?
I'm on board with that. I like simplifying.
I'd get too claustrophobic. There's too much fabric for me, guys. Let's stop it at the neck.
You
don't
should
need
try
any
it
more
once.
than that. Oh, good stuff there. A lot of timeless wisdom, though, in a lot of what they said. And I've said on the show now for months and months, if you follow the trends, you will fall for the traps. And anytime something comes on the horizon that everyone gets a little, starry-eyed about, I go, I'm going to step back. Does this have a proven track record? What's behind this thing? And Warren Buffett said he wouldn't buy all the crypto in the world for $25, all the Bitcoin, because it produces nothing. And you can see what happens when nothing is produced. It's a house of cards, and the whole thing can just collapse. And so only invest in things with long-term track record, even when it's boring. And that's what we found in our millionaire study, is that it's 401ks and paid-for real estate and IRAs and mutual funds. That's what causes long-term wealth. It's what causes you to keep it.
Yeah, and it may not look as fun and flashy in the moment. You may not, have instant success, but it's what is going to stand the test of time.
Yeah, and I've made the analogy that it's like popcorn in the microwave. And you've been there, Christina, when it goes 1 second too long in the microwave and it's burnt. You're like, how did it was in there 1 second too long.
I had $16 billion in the bank the other day, and now it's zero.
That's exactly it. And you're going to get burnt, Christina, if you live the microwave lifestyle. And so I need everyone listening to be a crock pot in a world full of microwaves. It tastes better. You don't have to worry about it. No one's freaking out about what's on the crock pot. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine.
And so be patient. The Bible says, Proverbs 13:11, wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it.
So good.
Timeless wisdom right there.